Well, good afternoon and welcome to Ed's Orchids. Now, I'm going to just have a look at the Masdevallias today, and I've got one here for repot. So this is a Masdevallia Pixis, which has been flowering and flowering and flowering. Looks like it's coming up with a few more, but it does look like it might be ready for a split. So we'll check it out, have a look at its root, because I haven't repotted this in, I think it must be over 12 months, and it's in moss, so God knows what I'm going to find inside with the root system. There we are. Right. Just in pure moss. So this is going to take me some time to get rid of this, but I can see some nice new roots down here, which is good. So what do? It does need repotting because there's a load of slime on this algae, so I'll take some off and I'll make sure all the algae's gone, because it is really slimy. You see how clean the sphagnum moss is underneath. So I'll switch the camera off while I do this and come back to you. Well, I'm finding this plant one massive roots here. So what I'll do, I'll leave most of the moss on, take the green moss off, you know, the sphagnum that's covered in algae, and then I'll put a little bit new moss on and repot it in what it's already on. Well, I'll continue pulling all this green off. And I must admit, the roots on this are fantastic. If I don't like this root, what I'll do is I'll put it in a pot that doesn't expose the roots. It's quite damp, this. You might say it's a little bit wet, but this wasn't due for being watered this weather, because it's cold weather and most of the plants don't require that much water. It's like everything else, the more light a plant gets, the more water it requires. But in this part of the world where it's nice and dark, we only get light for what? I don't know, 7 hours a day at the most. Or 8. I'll just continue taking this green off. There's a lot of it on, so it's difficult to get off. It makes your fingers slimy. You can't get hold of the moss. Oh, that's better. Get hold of it and give it a shake. This is a long job, but it's going to be worth it because there's that many good roots on here. It's unbelievable. I mean, you know, these Masdevallias are doing well this in this weather. It's nice and cool. It goes down to about 9 degrees here at night, and I set the thermometer on 12. So we're setting it on 12, the weather gets that cold, but it does go down to 9. Because I've gone from the 3 kilowatt heater down to a 2 kilowatt, because I don't need it that warm. And I'll just continue this, taking the green stuff off. It's going to take some while. Let's open it up a bit. This is one mass of living roots, no dead ones. But I'll put this in a dark pot, I think, when I've finished. I can't get half of it out. I'll switch off again and come back. Well, I've got most of the green moss of the sun there that I can't even get hold of, and it's one solid mass of roots. Unbelievable. So I'm just going to put some nice new moss around here, find a deeper pot and leave it alone. I'm not even going to split it. It's too good to split. We'll try and make this a nice big exhibition plant. That's Masdevallia Pixies. You can see a lot of flowers coming up. They're coming up all over the place. Well, I found a nice black pot that'll fit in, stop all the algae forming around the roots, and that fits in nicely, and it'll give it plenty of room for probably another 2 years growth. 1, 2, 3. Well, I've got some nice new moss here. It's been wet, but I squeezed it all out, so it's not running. So we'll put a blob of it in there to get this plant to its right height. And you don't want to bury the leaves very deep, if at all. And what we'll do now, we'll just fill around the edges. You just fill around the edges, push it down with your finger because there's room all the way around. Not the easiest of jobs, it's fiddle it properly. But I'm sure it would be much easier if it was in bark and perlite. That's what Mick uses, and it seems to do very well for him. But the moss seems to be doing very good for me. And we'll just keep filling it up down the side, pushing it down with your finger so it keeps it nice and tight in the pot. Try and keep the plant upright. You're going to need some more moss, I think. Yep, definitely. Definitely, so I'll just get some more moss. Well, I've got some nice new moss here. It's been wet, but I squeezed it all out, so it's not running. So we'll put a blob of it in there to get this plant to its right height. And you don't want to bury the leaves very deep, if at all. And what we'll do now, we'll just fill around the edges. You just fill around the edges, push it down with your finger because there's room all the way around. Not the easiest of jobs, a bit fiddly, fiddle it properly. But I'm sure it would be much easier if it was in bark and perlite. So that's what Mick uses, and it seems to do very well for him. But the moss seems to be doing very good for me. And you'll just keep filling it up down the side, pushing it down with your fingers so it keeps it nice and tight in the pot. Try and keep the plant upright. You're going to need some more moss, I think. Yep, definitely. Definitely, so I'll just get some more moss. Well, I've got some more moss now, and I'm hoping this will be enough to do the job for me. Difficult to see because if I did it there I'd cover everything up and you won't be able to see what I was doing. A little bit more there. And I think we've nearly finished. Oh, I've just knocked a bud off. Oh, well. Right, we'll leave it. We'll leave that one like that. So that should be fine, I think. Masdevallia Pixis. Here's another little Masdevallia, just a young plant. This one, it's Masdevallia Pickia. And doesn't seem to like this bark I've got it in, so I'm going to take it out and have a look at this one because it hasn't many roots when I put it in. So what it's like now, well, as you can see, it's got one or two roots here, one leaf going black there, but I'll leave it. And we'll try this in some sphagnum because it seems to do very well for the other one. Well, you can see I'll just bring the roots up to you, then you can have a look. Just a couple of nice roots on there, one or two new ones growing, but we'll put this up in the moss and see if it does any better. Well, I'll put some polystyrene in the bottom, some little chunks, and we'll get the plant. Make sure I get a little bit of moss around the entire roots, both in between them, you know, to separate the roots. Don't squash them all together. I've done that with that one. So we'll just wrap some round now. This is Chilean moss. It's a little bit bitty, but the plants seem to like it. Press that down now. Down the edges, try and get the plants standing up straight. It's falling over a little bit before in the bark, so I'm hoping this will do much better. Don't want it waddling around in the pot, so look, just press it down at the edges. And we'll just put a little bit of stick in to hold it up. Well, that's the plant now. I've finished it, the Masdevallia pickia, and we'll keep our fingers crossed that'll do well. Put the stick in there that's holding it up directly, so let's keep our fingers crossed and hope that one does as well as the Pixis. Well, I'll finish up by showing you the only one in flower, and it had two on that was open, two that were opening, and they're just opening there, and then we've got a new one coming up. Where is it? There. So that's 5 flowers on this one. So it'd be nice to show you that when it's all 5 flowers are open. And that's Masdevallia Inca Prince. And along here are my other Masdevallias. They're only young plants, so they're just trying to grow themselves on again. And what we got over? Oh, that's a Maxillaria variabilis, a big one. I took many cuttings off that one. But I'll have a quick check on these other Masdevallias and see if anything needs doing to them. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much to all my subscribers, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.